Welcome back. I feel like the Hunger Games. Welcome. Well, welcome back to another review by me. Today I have read another Nobel Prize winner. It makes me feel very smart and very good. And I have read The Dream of the Kelt by Vargas? This guy, Mario Vargas Llosa. And he received a Nobel Prize in 2010 because it says here on the back side of the book, because he really was able to kind of show on the structure of power in different societies, and well, to kind of put them forward in his books. And I think in this book he really did just that, because it's a book about it's based on a true story. Actually, it's based on the British diplomat Roger Casement. So he came from Ireland originally, and he was a diplomat in Congo during colonialism, and there he discovered the insane way that he treated the indigenous people of Congo. So he decided to interview them and to write a report to send to the British government to kind of free Congo from the imperials and the colonialisms. And then he got kind of famous for that. And after that he went to the Amazonas, and he kind of, even though it wasn't a British colony, he saw that the people that run the big industries for rubber, they were just as terrible, if not worse, towards their workers than what they had been in Congo. So he also made the same thing there. He talked about the people, and he talked to them and interviewed them and tried to find out what had happened. But it's really interesting in this book because it starts in a prison. Because Roger Casement was imprisoned he's accused of treason by the British Empire and is set on a death row. After he saw what the countries he had lived in, the colonies, how they were kind of enslaved under the British Empire, he started to apply the same thoughts to the Ireland where he came from. So he became a nationalist, and he really wanted Ireland to be their own country. He decided that he would support Germany in the First World War, because he thought if Germany attacked Great Britain, then Ireland would have its chance to break free from Great Britain. And that's also a central part of the story, because we see all these deeds that he did earlier, you know, by respecting the indigenous people and trying to get them to have more rights. That's really, we see that as amazing things. But then the nationalism comes in, and it doesn't really mix, because nationalism isn't positive for us. We don't like it. I think it's based on the diaries that Roger Casement wrote, so they are featured in this book. And the author has taken one point of view, and I guess there are so many other points of view. To me he seems like a nice man most of the time, but then he has his fault, like all other people. But that's why I thought it was interesting, because it's not just, oh, this man is so great, we should all be like him. It's like, yeah, this man did some amazing things, but he has also done other things. He's not a superhero or anything, but he's not a villain either. And I think that's really important. And it also shows how these great things he did, how they kind of related and made him do the other things that we don't see as awesome as he did. So it's really interesting. The only thing I didn't like about this was that it happens a lot of things. He experiences a lot, but it's told in a way that there isn't too much action. He's kind of told these stories, but we don't hear all of the stories. We just hear some bits and parts that he kind of tells us, because it's based on the past, because he kind of tells us this from his prison cell. So I thought it could be more exciting. He could have written it more, yeah, like more action, more wow, oh, it's so cool, or, you know, oh my god, it's so terrible, because you really feel the terror, but it could have been made even worse, I feel. So that's kind of things I have to point out, that it was a bit boring, I suppose. But otherwise it's a nice one. I feel like I have gotten a new kind of insight to the colonialism, and also I had no idea about the Amazonas, and I learned something new and kind of understand more nationalism. How I see how his thoughts kind of got into that area. I understand why he thought what he thought and why he did what he did. And I think a lot of people could benefit from reading this. So overall, yeah, another Nobel Prize that I thought was well earned. Oh, and I hope you're having a wonderful week. Hopefully you have read some really, really awesome books. In that case, please tell me. I want to read them. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!